Hi everyone. So the second task is task 4, which is a second question. So the question is for the spam SMS to build an AI model that can classify SMS as a spam or a legitimate, use technique like TF-IDF or word embeddings with the classifiers such as Navy-based logistic regression or support vector machine to identify spam messages. So this is the question. So my first step will be to read or extract the data. For that, I have imported pandas package, and from there I am calling the read CSV method, which takes the file name with encoding as ISO. So this is a spam CSV. I am able to extract the data with encoding ISO 88591 and saving it to data. So I am having the data now. So after reading them, I am renaming the columns from V1 to status, V2 to text, unnamed 34234 columns as text 234. Now I am displaying whatever the data is there. So I am having status, I am having the text 1, 2, 3, 4. So text 1, 2, 3, 4 having the string values, some of them having none values, some of them are having the string values. So I have to combine all four to get single text. So I'm checking whether how many null values are there in each column. For that, I'm using is null dot sum. So it will give me number of null values in each column. So there are total 5572 rows, and I'm having null values for in text 234 columns is 5522. So there are nearly 20 columns which has the values. So I'm combining here. So I'm creating a new column named as text, and I'm combining text 1, text 2, text 3 and text 4 and filling with null values fill NA and as a type of str in combining them all four to give a single string. So what I'm doing here, I'm having the string in text 1, null values, null values, null values. So I'm doing to get the string from text 1 and replace this null values with the null character for all three and combine all four to give a single string and save it to a new column named text in the data. After this operation, I'm dropping out text 1, text 2, text 3 and text 4 columns. Now I'm printing the final data frame. This is my final data frame after dropping and filling null values. This is how I have done the EDA operation. I have removed the null values. So I'm checking once again, is there any null values or not? So there are no null values. After that, I'm checking information. So data.info give me the data frame information. I have describe method which describes the data. Third step will be after everything, I am finding and extracting the features. For that, first I have to change the, I have to transform the uh, new status column values to numerical labels. For that, I have importing label encoder from sklearn. In sklearn, there is a pre-processing which has label encoder. I'm taking it in the LE reference, and from there, from label encoder, I'm calling fit transform, where I will pass in data column, which I'm saying that to change the values of those columns to numerical variables. So it will map to ham as 0 and spam as 1. So final data frame will be this one. So I am updated the status by passing fit transform from label encoder. So after changing them as ham to 0 and spam as 1, I'm taking them as x and y. X is nothing but independent variable and y is a dependent variable. In x, I'm having text values, and y dependent variable, which is nothing but the target variable. I'm saving it as the status values. Now, as we are having x and y independent dependent variables, I will build a model by fitting the TF-IDF vectorizer. For that, first I have to give train test split. After train test split, I have to check whether how many values are not. For that, I am using dot shell and I am passing as 0.2 for the test size, which tells that 20% of the data should be for the testing and remaining 80% for trading. Now, TF-IDF vectorizer from sklearn. In sklearn from feature extraction, we have the text module which is importing TF-IDF vectorizer. So I'm saying that to initialize TF-IDF vectorizer with maximum 5000 features and remove stop words like is, not, etc. And here I am having TF-IDF X-train and X-test vectorized by fitting the transform with passing X-train dataset and vectorizing with, to transform the testing dataset. So I'm applying them and I'm initializing it to this variable. We will use those in the remaining models. So first step will be to build a model and evaluate the multinomial Naive base. For this, I am importing multinomial NP from Naive base in sklearn. I am saving initializing the multinomial Naive base from multinomial NP, and I am fitting this with the training data set. So I'm having this trained. I have trained the data set and will predict those X test IDF which is vectorized already. So I'm having the predicted values here. Now I will find what is the accuracy and final classification report. For this, I am importing metrics from sklearn. I will import classification report and accuracy score. I will find classification and accuracy score with y-test raw output and predicted output. So this is my Navi base and this is my accuracy scores. So it is predicting up to 97%. Now, next will be applying the logistic regression. In the same way, I am you taking logistic. I am importing logistic regression module from sklearn, which is inside linear model. I am saving it to the variable. I am initializing it to LR underscore model. Now I will fit this model with the training dataset that I am having. X train, IDF, and Y train. I will predict based on the logistic regression model. I have predicted values. Again, a classification report for them is Y test and Y predict. Y test and Y predict for classification report as well as accuracy score. So I'm getting around 96%. So I'm rounding it the value. So logistic regression having the accuracy of 96% and the Navy multinomial Navy base having the 97%. So it is almost 1% of difference. So till now, multinomial Navy base is performing good than logistic regression. This is how I can say by using by uh, taking by considering accuracy scores. Now SVM is an support vector machine where I'm doing classification problems. That's why I'm importing SVC, which is nothing but support vector classifier from support vector machine module, which is inside the sklearn. I'm initializing this model to SVM underscore model variable and I'm fitting the training data set, which is X-train, TF-IDF, and Y-train. Now I'm predicting over this SVM model. I am having the predicted values in this y underscore pred underscore SVM variable. Now I will find the classification report and accuracy scores. Now, after finding them, I found the 98% is my accuracy, and this is my support vector machine class, classification report. So, out of all these, SVM is performing good. How I can say the accuracy score of this SVM is 98%, and 96% is logistic regression, and 97% is multinomial navy base. So highest score accuracy is for SVC. So after everything, I'm going to test. How can I test? So I'm taking and sample messages in the list and say congratulations, you have won a free vacation on BHEM's call now to claim your prize. Hey, you, are we still on or for meeting tomorrow? You have been selected for an $1,000 shopping spree. Click here to claim your gift card. Can we meet tomorrow? These are the four sentences. So I am vectorize these four sentences by applying vectorizer.transform and saving it to new messages TF-IDF. So I applied TF-IDF vectorizer. Now I will apply and predict the Navi-based model, Logistic Regression model, and SVM model and saving in different variables. Now I will map those have and spam labels which has 0, 1. I have to map. I'm saying that I'm if it is 0 then it is ham. If it is 1 it is a spam. To map here so that it will able to say which is spam or not. So by taking these values I will get ham or spam to display here. So I'm having for loop I and message where I will use enumerate with new messages. Okay, so the message is this one, and Navi base will prediction will be labeled map which predicts the Navi base spam or not. So this is how I have constructed. I have designed the output. So it is congratulations, you have won the free vacation to the BMs. Call now, claim your page. This is spam. All three models is predicting the same spam. And hey, are we still on for meeting tomorrow? That is ham. All three models are predicting ham. It is correct. You have been selected for a $1,000 shopping spree. Click here to claim your gift card. All three models are predicting the same spam. Can we meet tomorrow? All three models are predicting ham. So this is how I have implemented. So everything is happening here itself. When I am predicting, then only this sentence is predicting for all three, predicted by all three models, and I am printing here itself. This is how it is happening. This is the task. Thank you.